Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the Venus through Sign series. This is for Venus in Pisces. So if in your birth chart, your Venus is sitting in the sign of Pisces, this video would be for you. If you don't know where your Venus is sitting, you can go to any free astrology website such as astro.com, enter your birthday, birth time, and location. It will generate a free birth chart for you. And just look to see what sign Venus is sitting in. If it's sitting in Pisces, this is for you. Just not to confuse this with the sun sign, because sometimes both Venus and sun can be in the same sign. So, I mean, this is for you too. If both your sun and Venus are in Pisces, then yeah, this applies to you too. Also, for those of you into astrology, if you know your exact, only if you know your exact birth time, you can apply this to if Venus is your seventh house, if your seventh house is Pisces. And all those of you that are into Vedic astrology, this also I notice applies to your Navamsha chart, okay? So here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. In case any of you are wondering, this is the Spiral Tarot deck that I'm using. Usually when I use Spiral Tarot, I can tap more into, what do you call it, metaphysical things. And I just kind of felt like I needed to tap into the metaphysical this week. So let's go ahead and get started here. All right. I've been doing readings all day. I'm still not done. Okay, the heart of the situation here, we have the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Lovers. This is the heart of the situation. Yes, I like to use 3 cards from time to time for the heart. Now down here I have the Two of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Ace of Swords, Four of Cups, and Strength. Okay, so the heart of the situation is, I feel like your passion, you're being driven. It could be through sexuality, spirituality, or creativity. There's someone, you could be also dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like this person is inspiring you, but they're causing you to think. You're being forced into making some sort of decision. I feel like this person, someone's coming into your life or has just come into your life, or you are this person and you're offering like unconditional love. For many of you, you have run into your twin flame, or you're still dealing with a twin flame. There's all this unconditional love between the two of you. Having this next to the Ace of Cups is really good. It's like this person is desiring to be together with you. You know, you guys are desiring to be together. You're bonding. There's this openness. It's more than just sexual. It's spiritual. You know, it's just this openness, this oneness. Like, I feel like you guys feel like you're one and the same. Like this is your twin. You know, and right now I just kind of feel like, unfortunately, if you were in a relationship, not saying that it's going to break up your relationship, but it sucks when you're in a relationship and then you run into your twin flame, because the attraction is undeniable. You know, it's like, how do you fight this? And that's why I feel like you're in a sticky situation. You're weighing 2 options. You're probably making a decision, it seems, out of character, kind of foolish. I feel like you're going for it though, because you're like, this person connects with me on another realm. Like, I totally get this person. Some people think you're crazy, because if you're not in a relationship, you feel like you're in a relationship with your twin in another realm, or like you're having a relationship with someone that you connect to spiritually but haven't yet met. And people are like, you're a quack job. But you know that people don't understand what this experience is like, so you feel like you're a loner, or you keep a lot of things to yourself. But this is the Hanged Man. I feel like you're getting a different perspective on your decision. Like, even though it seems like a foolish decision, at the same time, it's a spiritual decision. Also, you may be weighing, do you go with spirituality or reality? Like, which is which? You're confusing the two. I feel like you need to assess the situation yourself. You're hanging by a thread. It's like you're making all these sacrifices, like by putting yourself out there like this, people are going to question your accountability. You're quite coming off questionable to people. Your job could be on the line. Your family could be on the line. I feel like you're getting ready to make some great sacrifice for the good of all, or that's how you're seeing it. You're like, this is bigger than me, and it is bigger than you. But just because you run into your twin flame, it doesn't mean that you have to break up. It's ways to try to work within that relationship. It's ways to still have that twin flame relationship, as well as hold on to the relationship that you have that's tangible, that's workable. Because too, not everyone is meant to be with their twin flame. I know people hate hearing that. But I have come to the understanding that a lot of times a twin flame is just in your life. They come into your life to help elevate you, to help you see things from a different perspective, and then they leave. They run and they never come back. Sometimes they do, and it's on and off, this is another indicator of something that is on and off of with some sort of spiritual relationship or spiritual companionship. I'm sorry, my candle went out, you guys, and I hope that's okay. But yeah, it's like, just weighing your options here, on what you're giving up. Is it worth it? But I'm just going to say, for not everyone, I know everyone likes to romanticize twin flame relationships. Most people who try to romanticize it have not been in one. I don't mean to get defensive when I say that, but it kind of aggravates me when people say, oh, I'd rather have a twin flame than a soulmate, because don't get me wrong, it is beautiful, but if you can't be together, and that whole phase of disconnecting, oh my God, it rips a hole in your heart. It is the worst. And true, yes, it does elevate you. So if you're wishing for a twin flame, you better be wishing for enlightenment, because that's all you're about to get. Don't get caught up in a fairy tale of romance and love, because it's like it's only limited, or it's on and off, or it could take many years before, you guys actually get to be together one-on-one. So let things happen at a natural pace. Don't run out and get divorces and breakups because you met your twin flame. That's my 2 cents. But you don't have to listen to me. But anyway, I feel like when you isolate yourself, you get clarity. Also, aside from just isolating yourself, for me, this card also means you've been smoking some green. But for some reason, you become enlightened. You have clarity, and you can make clear, cutthroat decisions once you do that. There is the opportunity, I don't know, I feel like either you are about to communicate and reach out to someone, or someone is trying to do that to you. There could have been a rift in a relationship, because with the Four of Cups, I just kind of feel like there is this element of disappointment or sadness, or just waiting, just kind of being isolated and alone, because you're waiting to hear from someone. And it may be that someone else, or the person that you don't really want to communicate with, is connecting to you, but you're waiting for someone else, or it's something that you're waiting from. There's a feeling of dissatisfaction and holding out for a better offer with this card here for me. I feel like you've been daydreaming a lot about that type of love that you want, and you're like, I'm not settling anymore. I don't want anything else unless it's that same feeling, unless it's this person. It's something that you're kind of being stubborn about, like you're getting other options, but you're just kind of stuck on your twin flame, or you're stuck on someone else that you have this strong spiritual bond with, and you're being very resistant. Like you're not letting this person in. I feel like you're being nice to this person, to this other person that is trying to come in, or, you know, trying to come into your life, but it's like you're nice, but I'm not falling for this. I'm not going to, you know, give in to this temptation or to whatever it is you're offering me. So a lot of you are just being very resistant towards someone or something. I really feel like it's because you have this other relationship on your mind. Also, some of you could be, I already said, could be dealing with a Leo. Yeah. So let me see what else is going on here. I feel like some of you are going to make a decision that kind of comes off as an immature decision. Some of you may be dealing with Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, but I kind of feel like you're tapping into the youthful side of you, or you're just learning about the things that are valuable about life, about yourself, things that you cherish. I feel like you are trusting the universe to take care of you if you make this decision. I feel like you're throwing something away. You're just like, enough with this. You're done with something. And now too, this can go both ways. This can be how someone is doing you, like they made some sort of decision which you feel was immature or childish, and you're the one throwing things and having a tantrum and just kind of like in pain and drowning in your sorrows and emotions. But I kind of just feel like you're walking up or walking out or giving up on some relationship because you're not satisfied. There's just this strong sense of dissatisfaction, and you really want that other connection that you had. And you're like, if it can't be that, I don't want any of it. And you're just kind of like throwing things aside and just, you know, just kind of having like a little fit. There's someone that kind of gives you some sort of advice. I kind of feel like it's a motherly figure. This could be a fire sign, but they're trying to, I don't know. I feel like they're saying that you're being irrational, and they're like, listen to me. They're very conservative, this person. They're telling you that you're acting like a fool. They're saying that your behavior is unacceptable. They're being very critical of your choice, and they're making you feel like a child again. That's why I more so feel like it's a mother or father type figure. It doesn't have to be. It could very well be the person that you're involved in, but someone is not seeing the same view as you. Someone is seeing what you're doing is immature, and looking at it as like you're just making decisions based off emotion, and they're like, you need to have some intelligence too. Think clearly. It's like they're kind of getting on you about that. I feel like you listen to them, but not really, or it goes in one ear and out the other, and you're back into daydreaming and asking what if, or how can I feel like you go back and forth between the real world and what people think is a fairy tale land. I do feel like you're kind of like a child at heart. It's like the never ending story. You just romanticize a lot of things. You're very passionate. When you fall in love, you become very passionate about that person. And I feel like you're thinking about someone who is far away from you. And also, it could go both ways. Someone's also thinking about you. Someone that you had a strong connection to, is a lot of passion between the two of you, but it's like your worlds apart, or you're, I don't know, someone is foreign and you don't really know how to communicate with this person, but you connected to them. Some sort of barrier. It could be a language barrier between the two of you, or I don't know, distance. But there's something that is blocking you from reaching your goals. And sometimes you get influenced by what this stuffy person says to you. I kind of feel like they're 18th century, like they're like, sit straight, you know, don't chew with your mouth open, although you shouldn't chew with your mouth open. But, you know, it's kind of like they're just really strict, and, you know, they try to boss you around to see, you know, I mean, and give you guidance because, you know, they're a know-it-all. Sometimes this person thinks that the world revolves around them as well. This person likes to dominate and control. If this is a woman, she's very masculine. She is one of the types that will sit with her legs wide open to get on the same level as her masculine counterpart. So she's like, I can freaking sit that way too. It's like this person is conservative, but they're a feminist. You know, they are very strong in their beliefs, is what I'm picking up for this person. This person challenges you. Now, for some of you, you feel like you met your match and you're in love with this person and you're daydreaming about this person because they challenge you so much. And you're actually really attracted to their masculine conservative ways. But at some point, I feel like you're going to take a journey alone. Like you're needing to do some research, not just on yourself, but actually to this place that you're thinking about traveling to. You're trying to see if it's worth it. I feel like this is a major life lesson for you. I feel like you're being guided, but you might be in denial. Like there's a voice calling or beckoning to you to come someplace or to go someplace, but you're kind of like, it's just my imagination again, always getting the best of me. I'm just a dreamer. But there is something that is pulling you to a new destination, I feel like, a new life. I feel like you're going to reinvent yourself at some point, whether you stay with the person that you're with or whether you separate and go off alone, or if you not necessarily break up, but like say, look, I need to do this. If you love me, you'll let me go. And so you kind of go off on your own to find yourself or to find whatever that is that's calling you. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull a card for the overall advice for those with Venus in Pisces. All right, overall advice for Venus in Pisces for the month of March 2017. Overall advice. You guys bear with me as I shuffle these jumbo cards. And one more time. Cut. Spread your wings. You're following your path. You see that light and it seems like an illusion. And it's also like you're being beamed. Either information is being downloaded for you into you, or you're preparing to ascend. Yeah, this path is going up into a light. This has to do with your dreams. All these beautiful violets and purples. This is speaking to your psychic ability. And all these orbs around you, they're your spirit guides, and they're your friends. Some of you feel like you have fairies, or like you're going home, like you're like, I didn't belong here anyway, so I'm going home. Now that doesn't mean doing something irrational, of course, you guys, but I mean as far as like you always feeling like you were from someplace else in the first place, or everything makes sense to you because you're like, oh, I'm not human. I incarnated as a human for the sake of this and that, or to be with my twin flame, because we have the twin flame colors in here as well. And I just feel like you are on a very path. This is your path alone. Only you and your twin, or the people who have gone through a similar situation, would be able to understand this journey that you're on. It's a journey of enlightenment. I feel like you're learning about the space between you and this universe. I feel like you're learning about how we're all connected. I think you're learning that there's a greatness within you. I just kind of feel like you're ready. You're standing there and you're saying, I'm ready to ascend. And you're asking to be taken up. Now, with some of you, again, this ascension has to do with something internal. You know, because even honestly, at times I felt like, oh, I just want to ascend. I don't belong here. But it's like you do belong here. You do have a purpose here. And you know, you have a right to feel like you are far away from home, but that's because you are an enlightened being. You're not asleep, you're awoke, you know, and that sets you apart, and you can feel isolated at times, but you're not alone. With the 2 here, to me says that if it's not the person that you're connected to, like I was saying, like if you're married and you run into your twin flame, this is to know that you and your twin are always connected, no matter who you're with, whether or not you end up with your twin flame or not. They're there, even if you can't see them. They're a part of you and you're a part of them. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Remember, these are general readings. For private readings, you would email me, namat76@gmail.com. That's in the description box. Email me directly. I do not have a website. And just to make sure nothing fraudulent is going on, just email me directly for readings. You guys, please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to all of you.